What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Nothing But Reds, special edition today. After the match yesterday, I figured I had to get on and make a video. It's so frustrating. That entire game was very frustrating. Aside from the fact that it was a good game overall, I think that the way in which we lost reminded me a lot of how we lost the Champions League final against Madrid. So I'm going to get into that. Hey guys, if you're new, go ahead and like and subscribe. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. We're doing a special edition show during the week, and I wanted to just talk about the game, okay? Analyze the stats, break it down like I usually do. You know the drill. Let's get into it. Here we go. So the game yesterday, most of you already know. 3-2, we lost on aggregate 4-2. I think overall, we played well. We had over 34 shots, 11 on target. We had possession 71% of the time to Atletico's 29, okay? They did the same exact thing that they did at the Wanda Metropolitano. They sat deep, they did a 4-4-2, and then he ended up making those substitutes at the end of the game. João Felix came off, and Llorente came on. He had Correa up front. I mean, you saw him stick into a game plan, and to his credit, it worked. But I want to point out the fact that we did score 2 goals. And now these 2 goals were good goals. We ended up breaking down that low block, okay? And I promise I'll get into Adrian. Okay? Because to be completely fair, I'm going to say both sides of this, okay? You guys know I like to do both sides of the argument. Adrian acted somewhat like a Karius. Right? When you're trying to clear the ball, Ederson did it last game against Man United too. When you're trying to clear the ball and you're under pressure, he wasn't even under pressure. I think, you could always look at it like the field was wet, you know what I mean? But Adrian just messed up, okay? And I don't know if it was the pressure because he has been outstanding for us in the time that he's been here. And it's just insane that in professional sports, one bad game can completely change everyone's viewpoint of view. So I'll get into that. But first, let's break down the stats. I already mentioned we had 71% possession, Atletico's 29. Each team had 17 fouls, all right? 1 yellow card for us, 2 for them, no red cards, 4 offsides for them, 2 for us. We had 16 corner kicks, y'all. 16 corner kicks. This game was so lopsided. It was unbelievable. It's just the little mistakes that blew it for us in the end. We only had 3 saves and they had 9 saves. All right, that kind of makes sense. And also, I just want to give a quick shout out to Jan Oblak. I don't care who you're supporting. Jan Oblak had one of the best games I've ever seen by a goalkeeper yesterday. He kept them in that game. It would have been 5-0 at halftime if it wasn't for him. God, this is so frustrating. It's so frustrating because we were without a doubt the better team. And I just saw Murata screaming at the fans, his fans. He was just hyping them up after the game. And it's just so frustrating to see a team like Madrid who, to be completely fair, I don't think they're going to win it. They may advance to the semis. Who knows? Look, let's get into the game itself. Right off the bat, it was a little sketchy. We had that first chance. He looked onside, but the ball was Atletico, broke through our line. I think it was Van Dijk actually on it. Going forward, we started to attack. We were consistently attacking. Like I said, the possession was very lopsided. We had 71% possession to their 29. Salah had a bunch of decent chances, okay? He ended up giving the ball away, but then he got it back and ended up ripping it on his left foot, and it skied over the bar just a little bit. I think the wet field had a little bit to do with that. Chamberlain had a lot of good chances, but then again, Chamberlain and Alexander-Arnold, both great chances throughout the game. But you had Jan Oblak just stepping up to the plate and doing phenomenal. I mean, he was absolutely killing it. Now, getting forward, Firmino had some great chances, okay? Leading up to Wijnaldum's goal. Wijnaldum's header, by the way, was beautiful, beautiful header. Robertson had a great chance off the crossbar. They also had an excellent corner kick routine where they kind of fed the ball to Robertson, and then Robertson had an open shot. Madrid was just standing there watching him. Open shot and sliced it over the bar. There were so many chances in this game. So many chances. I do want to bring up the fact that I think it was Correa tried to push Van Dijk out of the way. And if I could take one positive from this game, it was that. All right. One positive from this game is that 5'7" kid tried to push 6'4" Van Dijk out of the way. I'm petrified of the guy, and I've never even, well, actually I have seen him in person, but I've never played against him. I'm petrified of the guy. I don't even know what he was thinking. Look, guys, I'm going to go into Karius, or not Karius. I'm going to go into Adrian because what happened yesterday was so similar to what happened in the final against Madrid with Loris Karius. Loris Karius was having a decent game up until that point. He had made some crucial saves. In Karius, the whole season, he was doing fantastic. Same thing with Adrian, right? He had those 8 games at the beginning of the season, 9 games, whatever it was, however long Alisson was out with the calf injury, and he played phenomenal. No one had anything bad to say about Adrian. We were talking him up. And then he has one bad game. And to the fans' credit, it was a horrible, horrible game. But guys, I need everyone to stay positive. I know we all wanted to win. I wanted to win. Everyone wanted to win that game. And we deserved to win based on the stats, okay? The away leg, not so much. But the home leg, absolutely we deserved to win that game. The last 2 goals that they scored were just BS goals, like breakaway goals we had kind of given up. And that's what sucks. I had never seen us give up to that point. But, the last 10 minutes, we kind of gave up and it was written on their faces. Adrian, every goalkeeper is going to have a bad game, okay? It just sucks that it seems like our goalkeepers always seem to have them in the most important games, not just a normal league game against Bournemouth or something. I just want everyone to understand something. We played incredible yesterday. There's nothing to be down about aside from the fact that we're out of the Champions League. But I want everyone to also look at our league standing. We're 2 wins away from winning the league, everybody. I mean, that is a huge deal. And not only that, I just want to put this whole thing into perspective because everyone's focused on the short term. I want everyone to look at the long-term progress that we've made as a team. Look at where we've come from. Not in Champions League football, not even in Europa League football. We went to the final for first year under Klopp, but I think we finished 8th in the league. We didn't have Champions League football or Europa League football that next season. We ended up finishing 4th. From there, that progress, getting in the Champions League every season, bringing up our team in stature to the point where we're now considered one of the best teams in the world, winning the Champions League, going to the Champions League final back-to-back, challenging for the Premier League title last season to the point where we lost it by 1 point, right? 1 point. And now this year we're 20-some-odd points ahead. Look at the big picture. Every team loses games. Every team, you can't win the Champions League every year, right? You can't win the Champions League every year. It makes me a little sour that, we had to lose it to a Spanish side and we had to lose it in that fashion. Of course it makes me a little sour. It makes everybody sour. But I need everyone to realize that it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Look at where we're at, okay? This will leave a sour taste in Liverpool's fans' mouths for the rest of our lives, right? We'll look back on the Karius incident. We're still salty about that, but most people don't care as much because we won it after the fact. We won the league the Champions League the next year. Now you look at this situation. We're out of the Champions League. We are gonna win the Premier League. That is so much more important to Liverpool fans than this year's Champions League, considering we won it last year. Guys, I had to get on and make a video because I saw so much negativity. I mean, obviously we're mad at Adrian, right? We're mad at Adrian. But imagine how he feels, right? I mean, he's got to feel horrible. But I guarantee you, the way Klopp has built this team, I guarantee you that he was not saying anything bad to Adrian. He was encouraging him. He was being positive. All the players were being positive. Sure, maybe you wouldn't want to been around Van Dijk after a loss like that. But, guys, the big picture here is the fact that Liverpool are going to win the league. Who cares? Who cares about Madrid? Okay? No, or Atletico Madrid. No one cares. No one cares about Atletico Madrid. Guys, thanks for letting me, vent a little bit. I just wanted to get this video out. I wanted to hear everyone's thoughts about this, okay? So, if you're interested in calling in to the Sunday Summary this week, letting me know your thoughts. All right, I'll put my Twitter handle in the description, okay? And then you can message me on Twitter, okay? You can comment your thoughts here. Feel free. I encourage it. And I just want everyone to understand, like I was saying before, this does not mean that Liverpool are any less of a good team. Obviously the media is going to blow it up. Media is going to blow it up and say Liverpool lost. They already did. But, guys, look at where we're at as a club. Look at where we're at as a club. I'm trying to be optimistic. Some people will be pessimistic. Some people are just fuming still. But hey, if you want to have somewhere to come and vent, come to this channel. Leave me your thoughts. Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Thanks for letting me vent again, and take care.